Do. I see y'all putting strains in here. Can't talk about that stuff. Yes, sir. We back. I'm waiting for my guy AB to jump back in. He just came in. He had to jump out. Get right back in a second. We back. Another episode of the Man to Man Pod. Yours truly, half of the pod, Darius Butler. Got my co-host joining us soon, Antoine Bethea. September 1st, 7 days out from the NFL season kickoff, man. Couldn't be more excited. Obviously, we got a lot to talk about today, to get into today. Go back and forth on. We got some new deals, new contracts. I made some announcements this week. We may have some more announcements coming up for the pod, on the pod. We shall see. Appreciate y'all, man. It's been a week, I think, now, since we seen y'all last. Hopefully y'all checked out the sports and entertainment group interview that we had with AB's agency. They had showed us great hospitality, great love down there in Miami a few weeks back. So that was the first of many that we recorded that weekend. Got some of the some best young players in the league that we had the chance to sit down with. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun one. Like you said, been away for a week. Excited to get some interaction from the crew. Excited to talk to my guy AB. It's gonna be a good one, man. What are we gonna talk about today? Obviously the NFL kicking off. Gonna recap some of our picks, some of the divisional picks, some over-unders, some favorites going into this season, some matchups from week one. We'll take a little look ahead. On the YouTube page, Tone put up a few polls. Best receiver, who's going to the Super Bowl, who's going to win it, things like that. We had some great interaction on there. We're going to talk some Serena. Whew. Man, we are lucky to be able to watch greatness, for this long. I'm 36, so Serena has been great pretty much since I knew what sports was, and now 40 years old, just upset the number 2 player in the world to advance in the U.S. Open. That was incredible. I think she plays again today with her sister in the doubles, as does my favorite young tennis player in the game, Coco Gauff. She plays today as well. I think she's ranked number 1 in doubles, so we'll talk about that. Look at my guy AB right there. Boop, 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 boop. My guy.
Yo, what it do?
Hold on. My mic. Hold on. Let me make sure my ears are good. I can't hear you. Yo,
you can hear me?
Okay, I got you now.
Word.
Loud and clear. What's good?
Man, you tell me, man, what it do?
Ain't nothing, just politicking, man. Talking about what we were gonna be talking about today. I was just on Serena and her performance last night. We obviously gonna get into it on the other side, but you got a chance to check that out. I know you're a big tennis fan.
Nah, you know I did. Was rooting for in the crib, hollering, yelling. Um, daughter like, man, pops, what is wrong with you? I say, hey, look, you
She
need
don't
to sit down.
understand.
Yeah, you need to sit down and watch this, baby. But shout out to Serena, man. I know you talked about it, the GOAT. And I think we need to revisit that GOAT conversation that we always have. Like, who's on our Mount Rushmore, man? I think we need to revisit that conversation as well.
She was in the conversation. I know
She
one of
definitely
us. I
was.
can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember which one of us brought her up.
It was probably
but
me.
you are the tennis aficionado, so probably you. But definitely in that conversation. 40 years old, upsetting, the number 2 player in the world. A lot of people didn't expect her, but she got locked in. Some other GOATs was in the building as well, so we definitely gonna talk about that. I actually watched the ending of that Seattle Storm Las Vegas Aces game as well in the WNBA playoffs. We got some breaking news in NFL this morning.
Yeah.
Another quarterback got paid. What else
Get
we
into the
got, man?
bag, man. I know we think we're gonna talk about our division winners. I know we've been talking about them
Yep.
leading up to the season. Obviously, first regular season game or first week kicks off next week, man. So we want to tap back into that. Um, we got some
Yeah.
good news from my co-host. You know what I'm saying? So we
Ooh,
want to
big week.
huge week, man. So we definitely want to talk about that as well. So
All
some
right.
good stuff, man.
Yes, sir. And obviously want to hear from y'all per usual. So we'll see y'all on the other side. Yo.
Yes,
We go, man. Here
sir.
we go. Let's see what the comments talk. Okay, y'all lit in here. So y'all talking about different strands, Serena, logo, Jamie Watson, Darius is toasting. I ain't toasted, man. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. But what you want to jump into, man? We got a lot to catch up on. Ain't been here for a week.
Yeah, man. Hey, you got the credentials today, man. I'm on my phone, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to start it off. We gonna say this, man. It's a family, the locker room show, man. And when good
Yep.
things happen to our people, man, we want to give them their roses, man, and we want to be able to shout them out, man. And that's what I want to do with you, bro. We always gonna do that. It's always love. And just
Always.
being a friend, man. I just know you wanted to tap into this media space, man, and just your knowledge of the game and the way you can articulate it to the people that's listening, man. I'm excited for you, man, to the new steps and the new things you got going on.
Yeah.
Obviously join Pat and the boys, man, Wednesdays and Thursdays this year. But I think that one of the biggest things, man, it's been a show that's been what, almost 40 years?
Yeah. 84.
Almost, yeah, almost 40 years, man. And you're joining some goats, man. So I want to say congratulations, bro. Congratulations, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Shoot, NFL matchup Saturdays and Sundays, man. Now, that's big. Sal Palantonio and Greg Cassell. Like that's big business, man. And again, man, um, congratulations. And I know you're gonna do a hell of a job, bro. So you just keep doing your thing. I text you this morning and said, bro, you on fire
Yep.
right now. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing your thing,
Appreciate
bro.
that, man. Yeah, man. It's been fun. Obviously, we've had a bunch of conversations, off camera about next steps and what we doing and what I'm trying to do. And obviously, we've been doing our podcast now, shoot, for over 2 years. And Pat helped us with that, getting that off the road. So being able to be in studio with Pat and the boys 2 days a week. And then, like you said, doing that matchup show, those some OGs in the game. Greg
Yeah.
Cosell was actually a producer on the original matchup show in 1984, 2 years before I was even born. And then Sal Palantonio, he done been around forever. So those my two of my new teammates. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been fun so far. And that's kind of right up my alley. We started the pod because we wanted to give, authentic takes, from, locker room player perspective, real shit, not really a bunch of the fluff that we see on a lot of the networks. But as far as X and O's and getting into the matchups and breaking down films and coverages and stuff, I love that stuff. So they gave me that opportunity. Shout out to Dan Orlowski, Matt Hasselback. They actually had a lot to do with that as well. Just having good people to speak on your behalf before
Mm-hmm.
other people even get to speak, and they already had a relationship speak on you. They already had a relationship with ESPN, so they kind of help. Like, hey, y'all looking for? Hey, this is the guy. This is one of the
Yeah.
guys, and when they did my audition and earned it. But those guys. So shout out to them. like I said, shout out to Pat and obviously shout out to you, helping me and us doing this thing and growing this brand, this man to man pod, which is still gonna be here. We still gonna grow this, still gonna be real, still gonna have fun. And everybody that's been in here supporting from the jump, this only the beginning for this new journey. That one that we on. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a fun, busy, but fun fall, man.
Yeah, man. Shit, you won't want to have it any other way. Any other
Facts.
way, man. So again, salute to my guy, D Butt. Salute.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a good one, man. Do. What we got? Somebody asked what time's it on. So in the past, that NFL matchup show, it gets some shitty hours. So it's a show that is aired on ESPN, but it's actually filmed and produced in at NFL Films in Jersey. So ESPN has a ton of other football shows that get the programming in the good spots, but we're gonna work on changing that. You know what I mean, and growing the brand of the show on social media as well. And it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be different. Obviously, I'm gonna bring my own little flavor to it. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna rock. Got to.
Because if you dry and stiff up there, I'm gonna fire your little dirty ass up.
Five miles up. If you see any switch up, and hey, you should do this, and this is. Hey, it's gonna be good though, man. But let's get into some football news, man. One of your former squads, the Niners, so on. They made some big announcements a few days ago. Obviously, it's our first time on the air since announcing that Jimmy G restructured his deal. He's gonna be in San Fran. He's gonna be in that locker room for this year. No trade clause in his deal as well. Restructured his deal. Still saying it's Trey's team. Trey didn't have a great preseason, in my opinion, but Jimmy G staying in the locker room, staying a 49er, man. What were your immediate thoughts on this, on hearing this news?
Man, so Dante Whitner, man, he posted something like right before the news broke and was like, man, what if Jimmy G restructures his contract and stays in San Fran? And my immediate reaction was like, nah, don't restructure and get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Get you a fresh start. Trey Lance is now the starter. As a former starter of that team, and you still feel as though like you in your prime. Obviously, he's coming off a shoulder injury.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, get out of there, man. Get a fresh start. You know what I mean? But I think, and we kind of spoke on this once before. It's like, just the timing of that shoulder injury hurt Jimmy G and hurt the market. So this is where we at right now. Now you're looking forward to the season. I think it's you got some good in it, you got some bad in it, right? The good part is like, okay, you got your young boy, you got your future, and he's gonna be able to go out there, he's gonna be able to start and see what he does, right? But in take, you got Jimmy G sitting behind him, who we all know is capable of playing some great football. So to that point, it's like, okay, well, if Trey Lance has some struggles, which he is, and I think everybody's expecting that he's gonna have some. He's gonna have some struggle. That comes with it. Now you start hearing the noise on the outside. It's like, okay, well, he's struggling. You got Jimmy G backing him. Say Jimmy G gets healthy, you got a good team over there on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
What do you do then? You know what I'm saying? So again, it's some good, being that you got you a reliable backup quarterback, but then on the bad, it's like, if you're Trey Lance, like, how much pressure do you have to try to go out there and play a perfect game week in and week out, because you have this guy sitting behind you. So it's kind of tough.
Yeah. Definitely good and bad. My first reaction when I saw it, I agree with you, and I'm sure the market was kind of messed up for Jimmy. I still feel like he'd have probably been a cope if he didn't have to have that shoulder surgery after the season. But I felt like you, man. I'm like, damn, how is this dynamic going to be in the locker room? And I never speak on a locker room that I'm not in. I was in my own locker rooms, but that San Francisco locker room, and they've been teammates now for a year at least. I mean, a year already. So they kind of got used to, I guess, the dynamic. But I'm like, damn, how is that going to be? And now with Trey going in, like you said, we expect him to struggle. I know I expected him coming into this year. I'm like, all right, I'm going to look at this year kind of like Trey Lance's junior year in college. And that's tough to do because that's a team that's built to win. Like, you got studs up and down that roster: Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Jimmy Ward, Debo Samuel, George Kittle, Trent Wood. Like, you got players on that team that's built to win right now. So, and we know as players, we can't really take, it's not like basketball, like that trust the part. Like, we can't take years, for granted. They fresh off an NFC championship, been to a Super Bowl a few years ago. I think 15 guys are still on that team from the Super Bowl team. And shoot, you went to Super Bowl twice, right?
Yeah.
So 2 Super Bowl appearances in 14 years. And that's like, I played 9 years, got the one AFC championship game, and that was it. So you can't take these years when you have these type of teams for granted. That's how players think. So I know Trey get out there and struggle 3-4 weeks, and you look at a guy that can play good ball, probably up there, slicing and dicing the scout team up a couple weeks. So I mean, the defense team playing scout team as a quarterback. So it's like, that's a tough dynamic for Trey. I wouldn't say necessarily tough for Jimmy, because now he gets to stay in the system, stay on ice until he gets to kind of probably pick his next team next season. So it's a weird dynamic. Like you said, some good, some bad. The good thing about it is, hey, 49ers might have the best quarterback situation in the league again, because you got 2 guys that can go in there and start. You know what I'm saying? I be early on shots. I be way early on shit. So they might still have the best, because if Trey Lance becomes what they expect him to become, with everything they traded to get that number 3 pick, then they'll win in the end. But if you look at the last year's quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Davis Smith, like all these guys struggled. Like, except for Mac Jones probably had the best year, but all those guys struggled in their first year. So this is going to be Trey's first year really playing. So once again, we expect some struggles, but it's going to be interesting to see how that locker room manages it. And, I'm hopeful that Trey figures it out and gets out there and balls.
No, no doubt. No, so I'm throwing, as we do often, I'm throwing the GM hat at you, right? I'm throwing the GM hat at you and the head coaching hat at you, right? We in San Fran, right? We week 3. Trey's not playing well, and we all know, we got an extra game, so it's 17 games. Week 3, week 4. I'll give you week 5. I'll give you week 5. Trey, and as a head coach, as a GM, this is not really what I'm not liking what I'm seeing from that position. I'm not wishing bad on Trey. I'm just hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically speaking, we want the young man to go out there and ball. But week 5, Trey isn't playing the style of ball or the type of ball we want him to play. GM John Lynch go down. Coach Shanahan's off and said, "Hey, man, I don't know. Jimmy G's healthy. He knows the offense. He's been running it for a couple years, and we wanted to give the keys to the young boy, but it's just not looking good right now. Week 5, what do you do?
What's our record?
Say you 2-2. I'm gonna give you 500.
Ooh, 2-2.
You 2-2.
But Jimmy not playing. But Trey not.
So that's what I'm saying.
Trey,
okay. So you 2-2. You 500. But again, I'm just talking about that position. The position isn't. It doesn't.
I got to sub him out. If we 0-5, and I've stuck with him that long, I'm gonna just ride with the young guy, because chances are we ain't making a run that year. Probably not even making the offs. I got a long-term commitment with Trey. Our eggs are in that basket. Like, we got to be right with this guy. So if we're 0-5, if we're 1-4, 1-5, some shit like that, I'm gonna just stick with the young kid. We 2-2, and we're not seeing any progress from that position. Maybe we're even seeing some regression. Now I'm putting Jimmy in, and we say, hey, this is the 1 year. This is another year. We got to have some packages for Trey. I'm putting Jimmy. I know that's going to be tough on him mentally and all that stuff, but hey, it's the nature of the beast.
So you said if you 1-4, 0-5, you sticking with the young
Yeah,
guy?
yeah. We might as well just think, get another
I mean, but you
better
just said
picks.
you just said that, guys is like we don't have that,
I'm a
that
GM. I'm a GM head coach. I just signed. They just signed what 5-6 year extensions.
so
So we gonna be
so the
here.
players so the players looking at you like,
Yeah,
damn,
they are. But
I
hey,
respect
guys,
that.
this is the guy we're going with. As a GM, as a head coach, yeah. As a player, we want to win every game, every Sunday. We want to win. You got players that's going to be hitting the market. That's going to be free agents. When you're a free agent, you want to be coming from a winning team. You don't want to be a free agent of a 5-12 football team. So as players, we want to win every game. We want to win right now, every year. There is no trust the process, the long term. Nah, we want to win right now, every year, because they are the GM, the head coach. They're reevaluating that roster really every week. The people that's been in that building, like that's the real process. So, as a player, it's different, but as a head coach, as a GM, who have already traded these assets, and now our future kind of is tied to Trey Lance. Like, he ain't gonna get better being on the bench. So if we're 0-5, we 1-4. I'm gonna just rock with the young kid. Now we kind of 500. I'm throwing Jimmy G in there, like, hey, let's save this season. But and he's not playing well. So, but once again, it's hypothetical. We always put that positive
Put
energy
that
in the
good
air with
juju in the air.
players.
No, no
Yeah, we
doubt.
put that good juju in there. So they drafted Trey to take that next step. The grass is not always greener, but they to take that next step and kind of take the training wheels off of the quarterback position on this team. So hopefully they're right.
Yeah, yeah,
Hopefully they
yeah.
are right.
Man,
Much
so
praise to them. We know potential get folks fired though. But,
if we talk about all the
no.
potential that we've seen in our lives, huh,
Fact. But we got one of the biggest trades or players that moved in the last couple days. Obviously a lot of transaction going on with the rosters being cut down to 53. But Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, one of my favorite slot defenders in the league over the last few years, with the Saints, was moved to Philly for a couple of draft picks, and he'll be playing now safety, and extension talks broke down between him and the Saints, and he also said, hey, you know what, safeties are getting paid more than slot defenders, which I think situational with that, but I don't think slot defenders are getting their just due right now. You see it happening with Kenny Moore in Indy. He's still not paid like I think he should be, and that's the starting position at this point in the NFL. You got to have guys that can play at a high level in that slot, because you look at the offenses and where they're putting the best receivers, especially when the game matters most. Devontae Adams plays a bunch in the slot. Jefferson slot a lot. Cooper Kupp. Hunter, like every week in, week out, like you're going to have those matchups. You got to have a guy in there that can play in the pass and run game. So they should be getting that bag. So I hate to see this for Chauncey Gardner. But he's going to Philly. Philly continues to make great moves this offseason, man. What you thought about this deal?
another great move by Philly, man. So another reason why it's no excuses, no explanations for that team and that organization this year. You continue to make moves, you continue to bring players in that can help your roster. And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson moving to safety, but again, I just think that helps your defense. As the defensive coordinator, you have Bradbury, you have Slay, and then you bring Chauncey in, play in safety position, but even what
Yeah.
you can do with a safety now, you can bring them down in different coverages and covering the slot, covering the tight
Yeah.
end. So again, I think
Yeah.
it
They
it,
got
it, it
Avonte
does
Maddox too, who's a good slot defender.
a slot defender exactly. So now
Yep.
when you talk about matchups, like that's even with the skies in your defense. Like you don't have to run guys across the defense. Like, okay, are they playing zone? Are they playing man? Or are they just going to rock down with the safety? So it's a lot of things that you can do
Damn, you
when
just
you
made me think
have.
about something. Yep.
Yeah, it's just a lot of things that you can do now when you add a guy like him and you move him to safety. So I love the move. I love the move, and not to mention just the style of player he is, where he gets up under
Yeah.
guys' skin and the way he can get in guys' minds. But he's a good player, so I love the addition to the defense. And I'm just thinking about as a DB, as a defensive coordinator,
Yeah.
what we can do on the back end now, as far as you know defensive calls, the way we adjust to different motions,
Yeah.
the way we line up to formations is very tricky now because as a offensive coordinator or a quarterback, you don't know where these guys going to line up. Typically if a guy motions over, and if you in nickel defense, that nickel's going to run with him.
Yep.
But now it's you can play it many different ways where a safety can just drop down and your quarterback will think you in zone coverage the whole time you playing man. So
Yeah.
great move,
That,
great addition.
yeah. Great move. And you made me think about something else. So one of the positions that I was kind of like I was a slot defender, obviously, but before I moved to safety my 9th year, my 7th and 8th year, we would run like something that was called a penny package. And it was like for like first down, offense come out in first down. So it'd be a rundown, but I would sub in for like the strong safety. So I would go cover that slot defender. We won't have to go complete nickel package. We'll still have base defense basically, but me on the slot defender. So now the Eagles have that flexibility because they do have Avonte Maddox, who is a good nickel, and now you have a safety that can play, both positions. And that was probably part of the reason why the Saints, I guess, felt comfortable moving on from. They just paid Tyrann. Honey Badger can obviously play that slot role as well. I don't know how much he will want to play that now, being a little later in his career. He plays more safety dime position. But it's a lot of flexibility that it brings to that Eagles defense. And Howie Roseman, man, a few years removed from that Super Bowl appearance, he's going all in on this rookie quarterback contract. And we both picked, I believe we both picked the Eagles a few weeks ago to win the NFC East. And this only makes me feel better about that pick. You look at the additions, your guys signed Reddick, Kobe Dean, Jordan Davis, Bradbury, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. That's all on the defense this offseason. And obviously offensively, you went got AJ Brown. You have a great offensive line. I think Hurts gonna take that step, man. I'm excited about this team, man. This is one of the best in the entire league.
I am too. When you sticking with the offense, you talk about bring in AJ Brown, and they also made a move on the offensive side of the ball. Jalen Reagor, going to moving him to Minnesota. What do you think, or what type of effect do you think that would have on this Philadelphia offense? Or do you think it was a good move for them, or you don't think it was play much of an impact on the offensive side?
I don't think it was an impact at all. I don't think it'll affect the Eagles at all. I think he was kind of the odd man out. Obviously he's kind of gonna have to live with that being a pick right before Justin Jefferson and not really panning out at least the early part of his career. So it's a fresh start for him. Obviously a talented player. He was drafted in the first round. So a talented player. He gets another shot in Minnesota, oddly enough. But as far as the Eagles go, they got AJ Brown, they got Devontae Smith, and they got Quez Watkins too, who made a lot of plays at the receiver position last year, and Dallas Goedert. So they got 14. What's his name? Not Trevor. I can't Barnes. Something 14, but he can play in the backfield. He can play out wide. So I don't think it affects the Eagles at all when it comes to their offense. And Jalen Reagor now in Minnesota. You got Jefferson, you got Thielen, you got Osborne. So how would he fit in out there? To be interesting to see. But Philly made that trade, lost some picks to get Chauncey Gardner, now potentially getting some picks back with this Jalen Reagor trade. So shout out to Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman
making some moves, man.
These guys out here with these quarterbacks and these rookie deals, they say, hey, we got to go all in right now. And I love to see it. We talked about the picks. These were our picks from a few weeks ago that we made the NFC. We both have the Eagles winning the NFC West. We both have the East. We both had the Rams winning the NFC West, Packers winning the NFC North, and the Saints we both have winning the
Hey,
NFC South.
I'm,
You still
I
feel
might
confident
change.
about those?
I might change my Saints pick.
South? You change it?
Yeah.
What? Why? Chauncey Gardner?
No. It just wasn't because of that, man. I kind of been sitting on this and thinking about it. My
You just
NFC
looked at
South,
it
man.
again like,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Tampa, man. I'm gonna go with Tampa. I understand the Saints; they have Tampa's number, but we're talking about a 17 game season. I
Keith
know it's
ain't
a
gonna
lot of
like that.
talk. Yeah. It's all love. It's all love. Um, but I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. I think it's gonna be. I think the Saints definitely gonna give them a run for their money. I know we talking about a lot of the issues and injuries Tampa Bay's having on their offensive line.
Especially that
You know,
interior.
in the interior, and that's what Tom Brady doesn't like, that push in the interior. And then we talk about Tom Brady taking this vacation in August. I didn't like it all, but
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go with I'm gonna rock with the Bucks.
All right. So AB officially changed his pick. So we were on the same page across the entire NFC. And now AB has changed his NFC South pick to the Tampa Bay Bucks, who are the favorites in that division. I believe they may be the betting favorites to come out of the NFC um, to represent NFC in the Super Bowl. Let me see the Super Bowl odds. I'm not sure if this is updated to like today, but
I
they got
think
the
so.
second best
Yeah,
odds in the league. So Bills are the
Buffalo.
favorites coming out of AFC, and then the Bucks are the favorite coming out of NFC. So these are the fans, our fans, according to our YouTube polls, our fans Super Bowl prediction: Bills versus Bucks.
Not a
I think
bad
we got
Super
the
Bowl.
Bills winning. Now that wouldn't be a bad Super Bowl, but I feel like
Not a
whenever we
bad
come
Super
into the
Bowl.
season, everybody agree on it. It ain't gonna go that way. And then
I
these are
hate when
our
people.
fans once again.
I hate when folks ask who you got in the Super Bowl. I'm like, damn, man, we ain't played one game yet.
Facts. Long these teams
Jeez.
don't won't even they won't you know. It's the business we in now, but
Yeah.
these are the divisional winners according to our fans on YouTube on the AFC side. The Colts winning the South, the Bills winning the East, the Bengals winning the North, and then the Chargers winning the West. And then on the NFC side, Rams winning the West, Bucks winning the South, Packers winning the North, and the Eagles winning the East. Let's look at our AFC. What we picked. My picks for the AFC. AFC East Bills. I might. Do I want to go Dolphins? I might. Bills,
Nah, bro, don't go with your heart.
Chargers,
That's
Ravens.
an emotional pick.
Bills, Chargers, Ravens, Colts. Then AB, who you got?
I got the Bills, I got the Chargers, and the Bengals, and the Colts.
Yeah. So you still confident with all those AFC picks?
Yeah, I'm confident with my AFC picks. I'm confident in my AFC picks, man. While we here in the AFC, I know it's been a lot of talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we should touch on it. You know, the Broncos. They just extended Russell Wilson. Got that bag. I think it was 5 year, 200
Well, ain't playing.
200 some $1 million, 164 guaranteed around those. So I think they got him
Yeah.
tied to the Broncos for 7 years now.
It won't have
Good
it in
stuff.
here, but yeah, that
Russ, getting to the bag. I think it's a good move for the Denver Broncos. But speaking on quarterbacks in the AFC, Lamar Jackson. Now,
mm-hmm.
it's a lot of talk in the news right now. A lot of talk. I'm talking about, he should have an agent. He should get an agent. That he should go ahead and sign whatever the Ravens offered, or the Ravens, are they rolling the dice because betting on himself, he go out here and have a great year and ball out. That price tag is just gonna go up, man. Like, what's your whole take on this Lamar Jackson situation right now, man?
Look, the price only going up. You know what I mean? I think on when you talk about on the field, I'll start with that. On the field, I think the team needs, and we've talked about it plenty of times on here. I think the team needs to do more to put him in a position to show his full arsenal and who he can be at the quarterback position. I don't think we've even seen anywhere close to where his full potential is. What is he, 25 years old? So they need to do their part from that standpoint, front office, coaches, etc. And as far as Lamar, I don't have a problem with him representing himself. Why? Now, I wouldn't say that for every player, but for Lamar particularly, I feel like when you're at either the top of a market or at the bottom of a market, your representation is a little bit less important,
Right.
because you're at the top. Lamar should be at the top. So when he signs his deal, he should essentially reset the market. We've seen players do it who haven't accomplished anywhere close to what Lamar has at this point in his career, not only individually, but even as a winning quarterback. You know what I mean? So we've had, Matt Stafford, who's been the highest paid quarterback in the league without having any playoff success. So he's betting on himself. He'll make 23 this year. And like Josh Allen's not even in the top 5 per year average salary. He just signed his deal last year, I believe. Dak, when he signed his deal, it's now multiple quarterbacks who have over $100 million more dollars guaranteed to themselves. So from the Baltimore Ravens standpoint, the price is only going up. And for Lamar, obviously it's football. You're always one play away, unfortunately. And his style of play, obviously, he leans on his athleticism, which makes him one of one, makes him a unicorn. So I do worry about that a little bit. I do want him to be tied up long term going into this season, but the price is only going up for Baltimore. They need to go ahead and make him the highest paid, at least per year. I've been saying 4 years, $200 million fully guaranteed. If he signed that, I think he'll be right behind Aaron Rodgers as far as per year. Aaron
I like that number.
2. Yeah, so 200, maybe shit, even 205 to make him the highest paid. Yeah, and then for Lamar, shoot, he's back at the table before he's 30. And then for the Ravens, that's going to be the price of admission. It's going to be the price to pay for the quarterback anyway. So let's say you go Lamar, he give you 2 good years, 2 bad years, 3 good, 1 bad, and then you're off, 4 years down the line, you ready to move on if you're Baltimore. So I think that'll be the best situation for both sides. But Lamar needs his bag. He's more than earned it. He's more than deserved it. I don't think Russ would have been up for another year or 2 at least. So yeah, he needs, another 2 years. And like some people say, oh, Russ, this messes up Lamar's deal even more. I ain't got shit to do with Lamar. Russ, he already been paid. He done got paid again. Russ is 32, 33 years old, I think. Lamar's 25. This will be his first extension. Stop it. Cut it out. It ain't got shit to do with Lamar.
Yeah. I think you hit on the head, man. I my motto all the time, bet on yourself, man. So as far as what Lamar's doing, man, I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I agree with you as well as far as the agent wise, seeing it on TV for certain, as you say, situational. You know what I mean? So in this situation, I don't think he's the only thing I feel like is the negotiation process, and I went through it, and I know everybody's gone through it, where your agent and the team is talking, and the team is shitting on you why they shouldn't pay you that money. You know what I mean? So I think that's the only I would say hurdle that they have in there, is that they can't talk that shit to Lamar, or they can, but Lamar,
I was about to say they can.
And then from there, Lamar's like, okay, well, I know how y'all truly feel about me. So
exactly.
So that's why I feel like a lot of times people are like, well, he should have an agent, like, yeah, like that too. And then obviously, the language in the contract, have people, but you can get a lawyer for that as well.
Yeah. Facts.
So again, man, I want Lamar to go out there and play well. He, like you say, he deserves that bag. He deserves to be, especially at this point, reset the market. But to your point, that 4-year deal, I love that. It's not too many years. 4 years, he'll be able to be at the table again before he's 30 year old. And
that's fully guaranteed too.
Fully guaranteed. The Ravens, either way you look at it, you want to pay that back. It's either now or next year.
The number is only going up now. So I don't know what their process is. But we'll see. looking ahead to the week 1 slate. Um,
And make sure y'all tap
let's
into
see.
the pick show too, man. We're gonna have our
Oh
picks ready for
yeah,
y'all this year, week 1.
absolutely. We got Jags at Texas. Hold on, is this? No, this ain't the right slate. This old. I feel like this last year. This the wrong year because we opened up with the Tech.
Yeah,
Yeah, this last year's week 1 slate.
yeah, and that Thursday night.
That's a
Yeah,
fine
Tone.
tone.
That's a
That's a
fine Tone.
fine. Tone don't mess up
That
often. That's a fine though.
definitely a fine, a hefty
But
fine.
yeah, Saints playing the Falcons, Colts, Texans. But actually, I guess we'll get to that on Monday. We still got time. But yeah, man, what else we getting to, man? I gotta get
Man,
out in a few. Go downstairs. Do
man, we
Pat
do
show.
on the so who opens up this year? It's
Not Ravens.
the Bill,
Rams and Bills.
yeah, Rams and Bills.
Bills are the
We can talk
favorite too. On the
Bill
road.
on the road. Who you got in that game?
I'm going to Rams, man, at home. I know. Actually, no, I want to hear you first because I know you got experience coming off the Super Bowl hangover and then opening up. Prime time at home against a good opponent. I'm thinking like, damn, why are the Rams home dogs? So I gotta take that. So I'm taking them money line. I think 2.5-point dogs right now. I'm taking the money line. What's your thoughts on the Super Bowl being home dogs week 1 against this year's Super Bowl favorites?
Man, I think this is a tough one. This is a tough one. A part of me wants to go Rams. A part of me wants to go Bills. I just know how electric that building's going to be. I know how
Woo.
excited the players are going to be able to come out. I know they're hearing all the Super Bowl hangover talk as well. I know one thing. I know the offense is going to be electric. I know that defense is going to come ready to
Both.
play. I might go Bills.
All right. I
I
like the
might, I
Rams. You
might,
going Bills, yeah.
I might go Bills.
Davis White gonna be out. He's gonna be out. He's starting the season on the pup list, so he'll be out the first 4 weeks for the Bills. Their star corner. Same thing for Byron Jones down there in Miami. They'll be opening up with the Patriots. Byron Jones starting the season on the pup list. So that's another reason why I'm taking the Rams. Cooper Kupp,
But
year 2 of Stafford.
I got a
Allen
couple.
Robinson with a good quarterback.
I got a couple more days.
Oh yeah, you got a couple
to make it. I got a couple more days to make it official. I got a couple more days,
man.
but it's gonna be a good one though. It's going to be a good one. And I don't think they're going to disappoint.
Banner night.
I think you said the line is at 2.5.
Yep.
Yeah,
2.5 Bills are the favorite. Last time I saw it could have changed according to FanDuel Sportsbooks. But when we get back on, we're gonna have a couple locks for you. And like AB said, we're gonna have our pick show every week this year again. And then we'll probably give y'all some. We'll pick every game, but then we'll have another one. We'll pick, the ones that we agree on because we hit at a high clip last year, the ones that we agreed on. So
yeah,
we're gonna get y'all that every week, man. But I got to jump up out of here, go downstairs, get ready for this show. So when y'all done with AB, y'all slide over to the Pat McAfee show, man. All season, Wednesday and Thursdays, and I'll be doing Thursday's show from here all year. So it's gonna be fun. Well, actually, from the Thunderdome, we'll be in the Thunderdome. But appreciate y'all as always. Appreciate you, AB.
Already
keep rocking, man.
Yes, sir.
Boop 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 boop.
Well, shoot, my man D-Buck getting out of here, about to go downstairs, like you said, about to join Pat and the boys, tap into them 14 minutes at 12 o'clock, man. We're gonna rap for a little bit, man. Y'all put some questions in the comment section. We're gonna rap with y'all for a little bit. Going to the Thunderdome with AB, with DB, nah. Will you guys be accepting mailbag this season? John J, we will. So definitely, man, send those mailbags over, just like last year. Love the interaction, love the, see what you guys, your opinions, your thoughts on the teams in the season. So definitely send the mailbags over. I know D-Butt, he kind of touched on it before I jumped on. But Serena Williams tonight with her older sister Venus, definitely tap into that. The doubles match, U.S. Open, got Coco Golf as well. I know I wanted to talk about the Mount Rushmore. I gotta put Serena on my Mount Rushmore now, man. Just sitting back, thinking about what she's achieved over the years. Just listening to everything. Her first time she stepped on the U.S. Open on the court, she was 16 years old. She's 40 now. Like that speaks just volume of the longevity of her career and her playing at a very, very, very high level. Last night, coming in as the underdog, going against the number two ranked player in the world, and she did what she did, and just for me, just thinking about the sport, what she's been able to do in the sport, black woman in the sport, playing again at a high level for a long, long time. And you just think about the goats, you know what I mean? What we think about when we say the word GOAT. It's like, the impact that they have had on the sport. And no knock on anybody else. But it's just like when you go out there and you playing a tennis match, and I think she has what 20, 24, 23, 24. Don't get me wrong. But when you're able to do that on a consistent basis and you out there mano a mano, like that's different. That's just like Tiger Woods on the golf course. Like it's mano a mano. It's me versus you. And again, no knock on anybody else that's in that discussion. When you talk about Brady, when you talk about MJ, you need other people to help you be successful. Not saying that Serena doesn't. She has her team on the background, but as far as like a Tom Brady, you need those receivers catching the ball. You need that offensive line blocking for you. MJ, you need a Scottie Pipp, you need a Dennis Rodman, or whatever the case may be. But Serena Williams, when she's on that court, that clay, or whatever it is, and it's her and that other woman on the other side of the net, and she's continuously beating people down, man, that's major, man. So my Mount Rushmore, I definitely have a slot for Serena, man. And last night I told my daughter, I'm like, look, we need to sit down and watch this. Not that she's not a huge tennis fan now, but just been trying to let her see greatness, and a black woman on that court, man, and again the impact that she's had. It was a beautiful thing, and it's something in me just feels like this run, if it is the last, it's gonna be special. um and it's all about matchups, but it's gonna be special. So hopefully she could continue to put it together, and and make a hell of a run to send her off right. Appreciate you, keep it. It's 23. But man, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Yeah. Bryce Wilson said he might need five: Jordan, Brady, Ali, Williams, and Tiger. And that's the thing about the Mount Rushmore. You can't get five. You got to get four. You got to have four, and it's tough. Um, it's tough just being able to squeeze it down to four. G.I. Joe 317 has another great question. What is your favorite one-on-one sport? Tennis, golf, boxing, or MMA? Other? That's a tough one too. Um, I think anything one-on-one is tough. It's tough. Tennis, obviously, boxing, golf, that's tough. MMA, I can't understand how people get into that cage and do the MMA. But when you talking one on one, again, it's man on man, woman on woman. Like, I'm gonna work and I'm gonna grind harder than what you're gonna do. I'm gonna make the least amount of mistakes than you're gonna do. My mental is stronger than your mental. Like that's really like a true beat down. And again, no, nothing against team sports, but if one person if you have a weak link, you can have other good people around them to help support that weak link. Man on man, woman on woman. If I find your weak link, I'm gonna attack that weak link all game, all match long. It's nobody else that can help you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great question, G.I. Joe. I don't have an answer for you. Well, that's a hell of a question. Hell of a question. Mikey Richardson, AB, who are you picking early for Rookie of the Year? Um, mm, Defensively, I'm gonna go Hutchinson in Detroit. Um, Offensively, I'm gonna go. Mm, I don't know offense. Nakiba said Chris Olave, of course. Offensively, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Defensively, I'm definitely gonna go young boy in Detroit, Hutchinson. Chris Olave. I mean, you gotta see what James gonna do. If James ain't out there throwing it to the other team, he has a real good shot. But we gonna see. Question by Christian Hernandez. Is cornerback the hardest position to play right now in the NFL? Look at here. I've always said that DB is one of the hardest positions. You specify corner. Corner is one of the toughest positions because of one, how they call the game now. Um, just the guys that they're going up against. You got a DK Metcalf that's six, whatever, 200 some pounds strong, as fast. Um, and then, the way as a corner, you can't really get too aggressive with the guys now. Um, and again, at playing corner position, it's all reactionary. Like DB, it's a reactionary position. So you reacting to somebody that's going full speed while you're backpedaling backwards. I don't care what you say. You can go outside and you can try it now. Like you going backwards and somebody moving forward to you, you got to react to what they already know that they're going to do. Man, that's one of the toughest things that you can do. So between quarterback position, um, I would say those are the top two toughest positions in the league, and that's just my opinion. My opinion. I'm gonna get a couple more of these questions, man, and we're gonna get out of here and let y'all go over there to check Pat and the boys along with my co-host D Butler. Again, he'll be on the show this year in studio Wednesdays and Thursdays. Um, so yeah. Brad Richardson, shout out. Javier B, you put in that work this morning. Nah, man, I'm gonna get that workout in after the show. After the show. On 3D for you, people are saying Jordan Davis can't be an every down player. Is that a real issue? I don't think it's a real issue at all, because of the line depth that they have over there at Philly. If you can have him as an every down player, that's good. But sure, if he gives me first and second down and gives me productive first and second down where he's clogging that hole, where my linebackers can run free, where he has to take up a double team, and now it forces the offensive line and my other defensive linemen to have one-on-ones, man, I'll take that every game. And now on third down, I could bring my rushers in. We can mix and we can chop some games up, add a fifth rusher with a linebacker. I'm not tripping off of him being an every down back. He's not an Aaron Donald type of defensive tackle, and we can't subject that on him. He's a dog. You give me good first second down play. We put in the office in third and long situations. I'm good with that all day. Static 1217 AB, have you been keeping up with Hard Knocks? If so, what was your favorite part? Man, you know what, Static, man, I fell off, man. Fell off like a bad batch. I ended up watching the first two episodes, and then, after that, I kind of fell off. So, it seemed like the morale, I love the morale. I love what coach is bringing over there to Detroit, trying to change that culture, trying to bring a winning culture into that building. I love the fact that he has a lot of former players in there as well, coaching. One of our former teammates, Kelvin Shepard. So man, I love the fact that he does have that. But I can't front on you. I did see when Aiden Hutchinson he had to get up and perform. That was a highlight of the part that I did see for Hard Knocks. So It was good stuff. Good stuff. Brad Richardson, man. AB, what team has more wins this season from last season? I'm going to go Detroit. I'm going to go Detroit and I'm going to go Jacksonville. Those are my two teams. Those are my two teams. Man. But again, I appreciate y'all tapping in as always. Go check out Pat and the Boys. Again, D-But's over there. 5 minutes left. And man, it's Thursday. Hope y'all have a safe weekend, long weekend, Labor Day. Hopefully y'all getting into some fun. If y'all drinking, man, drink safely. If you're going out to the beach, just be safe out there. If you enjoy the family, man. And again, we appreciate y'all tapping in with us. Catch up with us maybe Monday, maybe not. We'll let y'all know. But as always, tell a friend and tell a friend. And we out. Peace.